Icicles friends, today we are doing an unboxing update, and this is one of my favorite things to do because, as I always say, what is the point of doing an unboxing if you do not come back later and let people know whether or not you hit your gross projections and whether or not the product actually sold. So that is what we're going to talk about today, a DIY ThredUP denim box that I got back in July, and I'm going to tell you just that. Did any of the items sell? How much did they sell for? And did I get anywhere close to my gross projections? So if you want to learn more, just keep on watching. Hi Icicles friends, welcome back to my channel. I am so thankful to have you, and if you are new here, I want to say hello. My name is Heather and I am a part-time reseller on Poshmark, eBay, and Etsy, and I use this YouTube channel to document my journey. Before we get into it, I want to say for all of you guys who have liked, subscribed, shared, commented on, and heck, even those of you who have disliked any of my videos, I want to say that I so appreciate you. I got a message from YouTube this weekend saying that I hit over 500 subscribers and I just can't get over it. That is so amazing, and I want to thank you guys all so much. I really just started this YouTube channel a year ago, just dabbling in it as a way to help keep myself accountable for my reselling business, and I've really found that I've enjoyed the community of resellers that are on YouTube, as well as am really enjoying communicating with all of you guys about how your business is doing, and I just find it a very positive, happy, encouraging community, and I'm so happy to be a part of it, and I thank you guys so much for being involved in any of my videos, any sort of way, shape, or form at all. I can't believe that you find these helpful, useful, informative, or even entertaining in any way. So thank you guys so much for that. I really appreciate it. So enough of the gushing, let's get down to business here. As I said, today is a day that we are going to do a recap, and we are going to recap a ThredUP DIY denim box that I purchased this past summer. Of course, I'll go ahead and link that video above, so if for any reason you have not seen it, then you can run on over there, check it out, and then come back over here and watch the recap. And we can also say, hasn't a lot changed since July, because when you go back and watch that video, my whole room is different. It's just crazy to me, so much has changed in such a short period of time. So anyways, back to the box. Just as a recap, that unboxing I uploaded at the end of July, but this box was starting to list at the beginning of July in all of my shops. In the box, this was one of the boxes from a while back, so it was a 15 pair DIY denim box. I know the boxes now are much larger. In that DIY denim box, I did receive 15 pairs, and I found that 9 of them were in a condition I felt was saleable, 6 of them were not, so they were donated or trashed, whichever was appropriate. And of the 9 that I kept, I ended up creating 8 listings because 2 of them I put as a bundled pair. The cost of goods for the 15 pair came out to $2, but because I ended up selling only 9, I changed my cost of goods to account for only the items I was selling, and therefore the cost of goods came out to $3.33. And you're probably like, hey Heather, how'd you calculate that? Because you haven't even told us how much this box costs. This box costs $29.99. So $29.99 divided by the 9 gets me about $3.33. At that time, of the 9 pairs that I was selling, I assumed that the Hudson Baby Boot and the Citizens of Humanity Hutton pair of jeans were going to yield the highest results. I had, let me see, I have a cheat sheet over here because I pulled it after the fact I made the spreadsheet. At the time, I anticipated I could make gross sales of $150 to $250, again on a $29.99 box. So, how'd we do? So far, I have sold 5 out of the 9 pairs that I listed, and that is a little over 50%, which is why we're having this conversation about this box right now. That means I have 4 pairs remaining, and that actually works out to 3 listings because the bundle still hasn't sold yet. Of the 5 pairs that have sold, I have grossed $120.59. Now, I have netted, of that $120, I have netted only $67.66. So my ROI is coming in at about 56%. Again, that's lower than my typical ROI, which is in the 65 and over range. But if you watched any of my wholesale box recaps, this seems to be a trend for my wholesale boxes. Part of that reason why is that the average sale price actually ends up coming in at $13.53 once you look at the netted average sale price. So only one of the 5 items actually netted me over $20, which you know is my goal as a part-time reseller. I'm trying to make over $20, do more work. The exact opposite, do less work, make more money. And unfortunately, only one pair did net me over $20, and that was the Hudson Baby Boot, which was one of the ones that I thought in my video would bring in the money. Still did not bring in as much money as I anticipated. They ended up selling after I relisted them and lowered the price. They sold for, let's see, $40 on eBay, so that includes the shipping. But once I calculated for the shipping, the eBay fees, and the $333 cost of goods, I only ended up making $21.63 on them. Okay, so we know that I've netted $67.66, and we know that I've grossed $120 so far. So in order to get an idea of what the potential gross and net is on the rest of this box, we have to look at the remaining 3 listings. So 2 of those 3 listings are already at clearance price, and they were listed at clearance. And I do this for some items if I'm worried about trying to make a good profit on the box. Then some of them that are I'm not so sure about, I'll list for a price and then automatically mark them off 55% and stick them in my clearance category to see if that deep discount can help move them rather than just listing them for $10 or whatever. So 2 of the 3 items left are at a clearance price of $10.80. The other item that's left is the item that I was hoping was going to be the item that sold, another item that sold and would bring me in more money. But clearly it has not, because again, these were all listed in July and we're in April now. So, and that was the Citizens of Humanity Hutton jean. They're in a decent size, 29. I have now lowered the price on them and I have them listed for 29, but to be honest with you, if I can let them go for at least 19, I would still be happy. What we're gonna do is say out of the potential items that are remaining, those 2 clearance items, and let's say that we sell the Citizens at the $19, at a $19 price. Then that means we have the potential gross of $40.60 more cents. So if we add that to our current, what we've already grossed of $120.59, that means we have the full potential to gross $161.29. Again, if you've watched any of these unboxings, you'll realize that I'm extremely advantageous with my high-low pricing. I do like to list high in an attempt to mark down as it becomes available, or in a hopes that it'll sell at the regular price, or to just give me some wiggle room to run sales, send offers, and the like. So most of the time with these unboxing recaps, I do come in at the lower end of my gross projections. My gross projection was 150 to 200, and right now I'm predicting that it's likely that I'll come in at the 160-129 gross. Now, we want to figure out what is the potential net, because gross is wonderful and all to talk about. I know a lot of people on YouTube love talking about gross, but to me it means nothing because it doesn't have anything to do with the money that actually goes in my pocket, which is the money that I care about the most. Because the ROI on this box is not as high as the ROI on some of my other items, it's extra important to look at net because it's going to chop off a big percentage of that gross. So what we do to figure that out, we say, okay, of the $40.60 that we think we potentially have to make, let's multiply that by the ROI of 0.5, or the ROI of 56, so multiply by 0.56, and we get to $22.74. So that means there's a potential to net another $22.74. Again, that would be the 3 remaining items if they sold at the lowest price that I have right now, and after platform fees are removed, after cost of goods, after shipping if it's on eBay, all of that stuff. So that means our potential full net price on this box would be $90.40. So what's the conclusion, Heather? Is it worth it to buy a ThredUP DIY denim box based on this box that was purchased this past summer? Well, let's talk about the good first. The box only costs $29.99, which is a great buy-in price, especially if you are a beginner reseller or somebody that doesn't have a lot of money to invest in reselling. So far, we've netted $67.66. So we've already made back our money and almost $70 on top of it. So liking that. And we have the potential to make a net profit of $90.40. So if we end up achieving that, we would have not only made our money back, we would have also profited on this box, and we would have had a return of 3 times the investment. Also, the thing that I always love about these boxes is the mystery aspect. To me is just fun. I enjoy getting them in, I enjoy unboxing them, and I enjoy sharing the unboxing with you guys on YouTube, which you guys really seem to enjoy based on the views and interactions I get on my unboxings. So if you like the mystery aspect, or if you want to share this content on YouTube, then this would be another good reason as to why you would move forward with getting one of these boxes. And then also, you would get to learn about some new brands. For example, I might want to look for that Hudson brand out in the wild because I know it will source me more than 20 bucks, and that wasn't really on my radar before. So I spent 30 bucks to learn about a new brand on top of making some money in my pocket and having something to share with you guys on YouTube that you enjoy watching. So that is another good point. And then lastly, it is a quick way to add inventory. So now the bad. Only 1 out of the 5 items netted me over 20 bucks, which is my goal. I've struggled constantly to raise my average sale price. It really does help you to be selling things for more out the door so that you can do less work and receive a higher profit, which to me is especially important when you're only doing this part-time. So that sucks. It's 9 months later and I still have 3 more items to sell. I don't love that. When I get boxes, I want to be out of this inventory within a year. I do not like holding inventory for more than a year. I have a teeny tiny office space dedicated to reselling. I do not have a lot of space to hold inventory, so I like to turn. On top of it, it's way more fun for me when inventory is moving and I'm not sitting on it. I just get bored easy and I'm like, ugh, are these jeans still here? Just take them. Here, give them. Let me sell them for $5. Get them the heck out of here so that I can justify getting something else, getting it out of my inventory, having room to source something worthwhile. And then, like I said, 2 items went directly to clearance to me, which isn't the optimal solution. And in reality, if those don't move, I am going to end up letting them go for like $5. And if I do, then it becomes a question of should they have been in the original donate pile to begin with? And if that was true, then that would mean that I would donate 8 items and I would have only had 7 saleable items out of the box. So you have to think about whether or not that would be worthwhile. It would also drop down my potential net down even further if they sell for less than 10 bucks that I have them at now. And now one other that may be a bad, I'm not sure or not if this box is still actually available on ThredUP. I have purchased another DIY denim box from ThredUP, but it was a much bigger box. I believe it was 25 pounds of jeans, and it cost me plenty more than $29.99. And in fact, if you're interested in learning more about that, that is going to be the video that I am going to share with you on Friday. This is going to be a little jeans series over the next 3 videos. This update, a new ThredUP box, and then next How To Tuesday we'll do how to photograph, how to measure, and how to list. So when I was like, oh, well, I've sold through 50% of this box. It's been over 6 months. It's time for me to try another one. And I couldn't find this exact one at this price. And I just happened to have enough sales to justify the cost of the newest box. So I'm not really sure if this exact box is still available or if it just comes up sporadically. So that could be a stinker only because I really like the entry-level price point of it. As I always say with these wholesale boxes, my conclusion on this box is pretty much the same. Wholesale boxes are a nice addition to your inventory. They're a nice way to add inventory when you're first starting out. It's a nice way to sprinkle in some new things, but I would not have my entire reselling business be completely sourced from wholesale boxes, as you always end up making less money than if you are out doing the legwork yourself. So you therefore have a drop in ROI and you have a drop in average sale price. So if your business model is created to buy something at one price and make that price plus a little extra back just for funsies, then it might be worth it for you to completely source through wholesale. But if you're really looking to grow a business and make some moolah, then I would just add in wholesale boxings as a sprinkling. And you have to be very conscious of the sprinkling, otherwise it'll start to bring down your average sale price, which I can attest to you as that is the life that I am living right now. So be very conscious of that. So I hope that this video was helpful to you. As I said, I really enjoy doing recaps. Watching unboxings are fun. Trust me, I watch them all day long as I am listing the items, but what does it really mean if the box looks good and the comps look good and all of that looks good and you pull the trigger to buy, but then the person never comes back and tells you whether or not it actually sold, because just because that's what comps were at that time when you listed, we all know does not necessarily mean that that'll be what it will actually sell for or whether it will actually move. So I really hope that you find these unboxing updates useful. And if you do, if you could, go ahead, hit that like button, and that will let me know to continue to create content like this for you in the future. And if you found it useful, give me a comment below. I would love to hear from you if you've bought one of these ThredUP DIY denim boxes and whether it's actually worked for you, and whether you're interested in purchasing more in the future. And if you're in the know, let everybody know below who pops into this video whether this box is even still available. That would be awesome. As always, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for helping me get to 500 subscribers. I'm still totally shocked about that. Virtual hugs to all of you, and I will be back on Friday with another video. And as I said, we're keeping this jeans kind of series going over the next few videos, and it is going to be that 25-pound DIY denim unboxing, which I'm moving over here because you could probably see some of it sitting over there needing to be dealt with. So I'm going to work on that right now. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I hope that all of you guys have a fabulous week, and I'll see you on Friday. Bye-bye.